On behalf of the City of Marshalltown, Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce, and Vision Marshalltown, I'd like to welcome you to the Marshalltown Tagline Review. I'm Kylie Leisure, Executive Director of Vision Marshalltown. In lieu of a physical event, I'm happy to virtually present the Marshalltown Tagline. Our objective was to hone in on the Marshalltown story. We noticed that people didn't really know how to explain or showcase the great community we live in. We knew there were so many pieces to our story that it was making it hard to communicate. We also knew that if we came up with that narrative, we could capitalize on a shared message. It would bring us great pride to be able to stand proudly and loudly tell our story. Before we dive into the specifics of our tagline, let's hear from our vendor, Amperage Marketing and Fundraising, on why a community brand is important.
First off, Aaron, why is branding important to a community? How does it make a difference?
Your brand is what ultimately attracts people to your community. It's what creates a sense of place. Your brand should represent your community values and beliefs, and those are very powerful tools when you're looking at recruiting business and residents to your community. I know that sometimes conversations about branding and logos and taglines and that sort of thing can become very overwhelming and a little daunting for a community, especially when you're looking at the entire scope of a community. But it's important to remember that when we're talking about branding, we're not making something up. We're uncovering something that's already there and identifying what truly makes your community unique and why people would want to come and live and work and play and open their business there. But probably the biggest benefit of a community branding is it brings in that overarching message that can be the rallying cry for your whole entire community. And when your whole community is singing from the same songbook and you're all telling the same story, that's where it really becomes impactful, and that's where it really starts to move.
So Brian, how does a brand help community growth and economic development?
Yeah, thanks, Bob. This really piggybacks on what Aaron just said. When we look at economic development today, it's really about telling the story of a community and highlighting not only the opportunities for talent and workforce, but also that talent in that workforce overall is looking for quality of life. They're looking at the life of that community, really what it's about, what makes it tick, why it makes it a great place to live and thrive, and ultimately for business to be attractive.
Now that we have a better understanding of why communities need to create a brand, let's talk about what we wanted for Marshalltown. We wanted our tagline to identify us, to be a short phrase that celebrates our history, is aspirational, and is memorable. To develop the Marshalltown tagline, we collected community suggestions, community stories, and hired Amperage Marketing and Fundraising to create a tagline that fits Marshalltown. Marshalltown, more than ever, celebrates our rich history that includes century businesses like Taylor's Made Right, Lennox, Willard's, Hellberg's Jewelry, and Emerson. Marshalltown, more than ever, identifies with our focus on world-class education as a state leader in our business and education partnerships, our STEM offerings, dual credits, community college, and our rich diversity. Marshalltown, more than ever, highlights the rich collaborations. From fundraising to community development, we have a history of stepping up with people, resources, and funding. Marshalltown, more than ever, aspires to continue to grow our community, create enriching experiences, rebuild our downtown, and enhance our overall quality of life. Marshalltown, more than ever, is more than just a tagline. It's a story, and a story that is told in multiple formats. We've created recruiting flyers for businesses to use. Now businesses can recruit employees to their company and our community, highlighting the great things we have to offer for live, learn, and play. No longer do employers have to worry about how to articulate the great things we have to offer. Now the story is written. We've identified the highlights of our community that prospective employees and residents want to see. Marshalltown More Than Ever is more than a business tool. It's a community pride tool also. It's a story meant for every one of us. On billboards and advertisements in the Times-Republican, messages of the vibrant arts and culture and abundant opportunities for outdoor recreation, along with other quality of life initiatives. Marshalltown More Than Ever is a message that you'll see in local businesses, on a poster, in a common area, or on a table. Messages of collaboration, unity, and pride will be seen all over our community. The Marshalltown More Than Ever tagline will be used for banners on the viaducts and Main Street. It will be used for advertisements or promotions around the state. In the future, Marshalltown More Than Ever will be the theme for new community pride videos. It will be the framework for community mailers about what's going on in the community. Please help us by celebrating our rich history and looking to the future for continued growth and prosperity. Marshalltown More Than Ever is a great place to live, learn, and play. You can download these files from the Chamber website or view them on the Chamber, City, or Vision Marshalltown websites. On behalf of the City, Chamber, and Vision Marshalltown, thank you for joining us in this collaboration and celebration of the new tagline and the next step in celebrating our community. We are Marshalltown More Than Ever.